Hello, my name is Miss Stephanie. Welcome to Willard Library's virtual grief support for youth and their families. We hope that the information and activities shared today will help you and your family grieve in a healthy way. We all grieve differently, and how we respond to grief has a major effect on the children or those that are watching us react. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about some successful strategies. We're going to go over a few activities that you may want to work together on as a family during the holidays. And I have a couple of books that I would like to recommend to you. So thank you for tuning in, and if you know of anyone that is grieving, please share this video with them. And remember, grief isn't just death. Grief can also mean a sudden change or a sudden loss in our life that we just are unable to manage at the time, or it's causing us different types of feelings. You know, sometimes when we are grieving, we don't want to talk about our grief and or death. We think it's sparing the children some pain and sadness. The reality, however, is that children grieve anyway, and to help them through grief, they need to understand now that grief is a natural feeling. And again, we all grieve in different ways. So if we show our young people now healthy ways to grieve and to let them know that it is a natural process, when they get older, it won't be as hard as it can be for us adults. So again, today, my name is Miss Stephanie, and I'm going to talk about some different ways to grieve as a family in a healthy way. Also talk about some of the things that your young people may be experiencing that you don't recognize as grief. And so we think that, oh, they're fine, they're doing a great job, they're handling it better than I am. But then there's some underlying feelings that come out that you're not really aware of. So we're going to talk about that today, and I'm going to show you how to use a box and put it into a memory box, and we have some great books that I would like to use as a resource for you. So thank you for tuning in, and if you know of anyone that can use this and may be helpful, especially during the holidays, please share and like and make comments. And you're also welcome to contact me via email if you would like some additional resources or you have some additional questions. My email address is sboyd@willardlibrary.org. So these are different ways children can express grief. It might not be necessarily in this order. It may not occur right away. It could be weeks, it could be months, it could be years. There could be more things that occur that just doesn't seem normal for your child. So I'm going to give you some different ways children could be expressing grief. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Apparent lack of feelings, physiological changes, maybe they're always sick, and they're not normally sick, or things are just coming up as a form of illness that isn't usual, regressive behavior, maybe they begin wetting the bed again, not able to sleep through the night, big man or big woman syndrome, disorganized, panicky, explosive emotions that may seem like something little that you just wouldn't normally explode about, acting out behavior at home, at school, fear, guilt, self-blame, relief, loss and loneliness, reconciliation. Again, these things may or may not appear, not in a specific order or progression. They may appear at the time of death. They may appear many weeks or months or even years later. Each child's response is going to be uniquely different. And if you have several children in your home, they may not even act in the same way. And so just be aware of some different emotions that may come up, and feel comfortable in talking with your children in a healthy way. And a healthy way can mean just reading a book, because perhaps you're grieving as well and you don't know how to express or communicate. Willard Library has many books that you can check out. We have curbside service, so you can call and we can check out several books or give you resources that you can read to your child or children. We have books about loss of pets. We have books that don't directly talk about death, but it is talking about death. So we have some great resources, but it's very important as a family to grieve in a healthy way, and part of that is having open communication. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you some very simple activities. I am not an art person, so I am not acting like I am, but I put together a few things that might be a creative way to talk to your loved ones, your youngins, about memories or their feelings, or just different ways to grieve in a healthy way. So thanks for tuning in. Okay, so I wanted to show you a couple of activities that I did. Now remember, we're looking at the process, not my art. I just recently lost my mom, and so what I did was I got this box, and I do want to let you know, in case I forget, we do have these boxes available at Willard Library while supplies last. So if you're interested in picking up a memory box curbside, please contact us and we will be happy to give you one of our boxes. Again, you can email me at sboyd@willardlibrary.org or give me a call at 269-968-8166 and leave your name and your number, and we will see what we can do to get you a box. So what I did was I got a box, and you can get foam stickers, and I put Mom on here, and she's affectionately known as Nana, so I put Nana on there. And then I found some stickers. She loved planting, gardening, and flowers, so I have like a wheelbarrow and some flowers on here. And then I also put some pictures in here, so you can use this as a memory box, or you can use this as a feeling box, or you can do both. So you can put a picture of your loved one on here. You can do whatever you want. You can color it, you can paint it, you can bedazzle it, whatever you want to do to keep those memories alive. And so you can use that. And the other thing you can do is, if you have a young child and they are experiencing a lot of emotions and they're not really sure how to articulate it, especially if they're very young, toddler age, you can find pictures that designate a feeling, whether they're happy or sad or confused or crying. So you can get a picture, a collage of different types of feelings, and just ask them, what are you feeling today? And you can cut the picture and put it in that box. And it could be a lot of pictures in one day, or every day it could be a different feeling, but there's different ways that you can use the memory box. So that was one of the ways I used it. And then there is a book that is called The Memory Box, a book about grief by Joanna Rowland, and it says, helping children process grief. The memory box explores 2 questions and help us understand how children deal with grief. Will I forget my loved one? What do I do with my feelings? So that just goes along with what I just said. You can use the box to help you remember your loved one and put a lot of the memories that remind you of your loved one. If they were a gardener, if they had special things that they like, jewelry, whatever it is, you can put it in your box. and then you can use your box for how you are feeling. And so again, if you are interested in picking up a box while supplies last, contact us and get you a box to use for feelings and or memory. Then the other thing I did, I don't know if you could see it, but you can, if you have ornaments, you can go to any store and you can buy them in bulk in any size, and you can find your favorite picture of your loved one, print it off your computer or wherever, and then you can put it inside an ornament and then put some pretty coloring in it where you can see it, and then you can write on it with a Sharpie or put little stickers on it. And this one, you can't really see it very well, but it just says forever in our hearts, and then it has a picture in there, but the glitter has stuck to the outside, so you can't really see the picture. But it was just therapeutic just knowing that I was able to do this, and I'll be able to put it on my Christmas tree. So there are many other ways that you can do activities and find healthy ways to communicate to your children and your family about grief. The other book that I have, and there's many others, it's called One Wave at a Time, a story about grief and healing. And so this one would be a very good book to read together as a family. So I just wanted to remind you that grieving is healthy, it's normal, and there's no time limit. It's just whenever you are to the point where you can accept it. Doesn't mean that you forget it, but you're able to accept it and find healthy ways to talk about a loved one or an animal or the situation. I know a lot of people, children are grieving about not being in school, so their social life is a little different. And it's important for us as adults to be an outlet to allow the kids to talk about that and really let them know that we understand that they are experiencing some different feelings, and that we are here to do whatever we can to help them through it. And if that means, you need a memory box for that, by the time it's over, you may have 3 or 4, but that's okay. At least you all are grieving in a healthy way. So thanks again for your time and this opportunity for me to do my best through Willard Library to offer you some healthy ways to support you as you are grieving. I don't have all the answers, but some of the things that I have learned in my grief study and grief support that I have done outside of the library, I know that these have been helpful. So if you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call, 269-968-8166, extension 501. And again, my name is Miss Stephanie. Thank you for your time. Sorry for your grief, but we will get through this together.